Okay, so welcome again, work-based learning. Today is, well, we're doing days 19 and 20 because yesterday got postponed. Um, yeah, apologies for not having the energy to keep it going. And yeah, I'm also hearing from some of y'all that it's been difficult to, stay on pace. Things are shifting, so Ted and I will have a conversation and figure out how to adjust to keep it relatively easeful for everyone. I'm going to be wrapping up the section today about decision making, vision, mission, and values. Our intention for this week has been to support you all through understanding different approaches to democratic decision making. And so on Monday, I went through the Decider app and gone through, what was it, like 3 different decision-making styles that you can consider for your cooperative. Tuesday, we talked about values and how those values help when you're trying to fulfill the mission and the vision of your cooperative business, or just like whatever venture you're a part of. We showed a video on Tuesday from Michael Bush from the 8 Factors, and I'll just reiterate a little bit. He was saying that the vision is something that is very long term. It's probably that statement's probably not going to change very much for you through the course of your thing. It's like the ultimate goal you want to set with everything right. And yeah, just kind of summarizing the way your enterprise will positively affect the world. And it's likely going to be something that will take you, months, years to complete. The mission is the, kind of like the day-to-day statement about how we're working. And so we'll be looking at the difference between vision and mission statements, and how vision can be very like broad, whereas mission is very specific. It's recommended that the mission does get changed every so often, because you're supposed to be stating something that you can hit within a certain time frame, reaching that mission, setting another one in pursuit of that vision that we talked about. The values, very important, often generated from the co-founders. It's something that is going to be, how do I say, navigating you through the world as you're completing your mission in support of that vision. And so we can, talk about some different types of values. That's what we did on Tuesday. We also gave you a list so you can, get some ideas of some of the different labels or words that are out there, and see what resonates for you. Okay, so that was a little recap. I will start sharing my screen, and we'll go through some of this material now. Okay. So the first material that I want to bring up is like a copy of a binder from the Youth Impact Hub. I mentored with them for a couple of years, and they have this really, really awesome workbook that's almost like an MBA. Someone who was doing an MBA, like kind of synthesized what she was doing into this. May she rest in peace. And so it talks about how the vision statement is going to be kind of like your North Star. And part of that vision statement is going to be identifying themes that you're interested in, going towards, whether that's access to healthy food, respect and equity, economic stability. You're going to be talking about why, or the because, like the reasons you're doing this. So if you're trying to get access to healthy food, maybe it's because you want to create a vibrant community, or you believe that everyone deserves to get fed. Those are the motivations behind those themes. And then the who is the one of the last things you want to, well, first or last, depending on how you look at it, that you want to bring in to the vision statement, like letting folks know, like, who are you serving with these themes and with that motivation. And so this is on page 33. It's connected in the curriculum, and you'll be able to come back to this if you choose. I'd recommend that the co-op development folks like take a look through this binder, like get accustomed to the tools that are in here, and especially start working on this vision statement section for for the thing you're building. Okay, so they've included some examples of different vision and mission statements that we can talk about and analyze. So the first is Mamacita's Cafe. The vision statement is that they want to ensure that all Oakland youth have access to economic stability and to the healing they need to thrive. That's the vision statement. Their mission, what they're doing, on the ground right now, to make sure that world gets possible. Their mission is to create fair wage jobs, specifically for young women of color, ages 18 to 24, and to expand employment leadership opportunities for youth in transition from child welfare and juvenile service systems. Okay, so you can see that that mission statement is pretty specific. And the vision statement is like sort of broad, right? And so you can see that the themes in Mamacita Cafe's vision statement is economic stability. The who, they're wanting to support Oakland youth, and their motivation is that they're doing that is because they believe they should have access to the healing they need to thrive, right? And so that's their vision statement. The mission statement, they're talking about, well, you can see that they've also identified the who in there. They're talking about wanting to help young women of color, ages 18 to 24. The themes that we're seeing in there, creating fair wage jobs and expanding employment opportunities. And why are they, the reason that they're doing that, no, excuse me. So Mamacita's Cafe, the themes are fair wage jobs, the who, young women of color, and they're doing this because youth need to support with transition from child welfare and the juvenile justice systems. Would you mind reading the second one, Clean 360?
Yeah, no question. So we got Clean 360, okay? So their vision is a source of hope and opportunity for those who have been disconnected from the workforce for an extended period of time, have experienced significant barriers to employment, and may not have basic job readiness skills, okay? And then the mission, all right, of Clean 369, it states that Clean 369 is the first bath and body care social enterprise of its kind in East Oakland to train, employ, and empower its reentry participants to pursue gainful employment. And 100% of sales proceeds are reinvested. So you should also look at these two to be something somewhat of an introduction or elevator pitch. Somebody once told me your mission should be no less than 30 seconds. So if you have both of them, you can spit it in less than a minute, and it's so impactful. You see how much they have here. They're focused, what drives them, but also you have some specifics, like Brother Greg said. And this is key to creating a 1-2 combo, a Steph Curry and a Clay, or a Michael Jordan and a Scottie Pippen. A combo that just takes you guys all the way through. So, you know, it can be as big as you want to, or as the next one, it can be as simple as short as you want it to be, as you can make it, I should say. Yeah.
Bless. Thanks, Ted. So right now I'll switch over to this next tab and show you all what Repaired Nations created like back in 2017 in terms of our mission and vision. And so it doesn't say mission and vision, it says ultimate goal, immediate goal, but it's the same thing. So ultimately, Repaired Nations is seeking to be a global network of cooperatively run enterprises that trade amongst each other and create generational wealth for families and communities. We didn't put the who in there, but it's very like from like everything else that said that we're you know, seeking to support Black folks. One of the reasons why this you know, vision statement got changed. The mission statement: to educate youth of color in California about cooperative enterprises and develop necessary infrastructure for cooperative development in under-resourced, disadvantaged communities. To be honest, we did that and we had to change it. Like we educated a cohort of 8 folks, like youth and young adults. We did workshops and book clubs and had a conference. We did a lot of educating. And we also connected Repaired Nations with the Seed Commons so that we can bring in non-extractive loans to folks who need money. We've been like, you know, getting grant money and getting pools of grants so that we can, you know, disperse that to our members. So, you know, in some ways, in many ways, we completed that goal. And we went on to here, like a restatement of those, saying Repaired Nations is a Pan-African network of support and resources that catalyzes the growth of cooperative ventures for a thriving and resilient future. That would be considered our vision. Also, we are living potentiality, embodying an infinite sense of possibility. That's like a very abstract vision statement. But the mission statement would be, we provide the network, training, funding, and supportive infrastructure to cultivate a successful Pan-African cooperative ecosystem. So you all can see the progression of sorts that happens with mission statements and sometimes vision statements. So in terms of assignments, this is going to be pull out your pencils or however you take notes for this. This will be considered the assignment for 18 and 19. So you'll do like 2 different submissions. Assignment 18 is, just make sure I'm telling you this right. I'm sorry, this is for assignment 19 and 20. 18 was on Tuesday. Okay, so for assignment 19, the vision statement, you're gonna want to, tell us your vision statement. If you're part of the co-op development track, tell us the vision statement of the cooperative you're a part of. If you are part of the cooperative development track, tell us the vision statement, excuse me, of the co-op that you're developing. If you're in the discovery and navigation pathway, tell us your personal vision statement. So I'll say those again. For 19, the prompt for 19, if you are in the apprenticeship track, tell us the vision statement of the cooperative you're placed in. If you're in the cooperative development track, tell us the vision statement of the co-op that you're developing. If you are in the discovery navigation pathway, tell us your personal vision statement. Okay, and then for day 20, for the mission, the prompt is pretty much the same thing, but for mission. So if you are in the apprenticeship pathway for day 20, assignment 20. Tell us the mission statement of the cooperative you're placed in. If you are in the co-op development track, tell us the mission statement of the co-op you're developing. And if you're in the discovery navigation track, tell us your personal mission statement. And that's all in terms of teaching, but definitely open to use the rest of the time to take questions or workshop anything, if you all would like space for that.
Yeah, I would like to know if anyone on the call has a mission, vision statement, or even some values that they've already thought of that they would like to share with the group. If not, it's okay. Just wanted to, just ask. Well, I got one, Brother Greg. I share good juju's, and it's we haven't updated it in a while. But I'm gonna give you what we have so far. It's spreading love across the globe, one piece at a time. Okay, so that used to be our mission, but after listening to the lessons today that Brother Greg presented, it seems more like our vision. And then so we would have to recreate our mission, and just off the fly, that would be to educate and to introduce Black males and youth into the ancient healing practices of our historic culture, and making things relevant and also indigenous to the land that we possess today through means of jewelry making, um, card readings, and natural products. So it can be as difficult as you want it to be, or it can just be a real simple thing off the tongue, and something you want to express, and just make sure that you're light with it, have some fun with it today. But please take advantage of this, because this is key, this is crucial, and I appreciate you, Brother Greg, for bringing it to us.
Yeah, that was a dope restatement. Yeah, that definitely did sound like the mission. Healing the world one piece at a time, or I'm sorry, the vision. It's something that might take a lifetime to do, right? But if you get it, you'd be like, yo, I'm done. I did it. And then the mission is like, okay, to get there, like the thing we're gonna do right now is educate the young Black youth, get them the healing they need through the crystals or the consultations or what have you. Yeah, that's great. Yeah. And I'm sure like you all will probably be updating the values as well if you haven't. And so as you're seeking to like heal the world one piece at a time, completing your mission of like helping the young Black youth, you may be like, okay, you're at a decision point and you got to figure out like how are we going to move in this way. And if you have like, let's say, for example, values of um, participatory democracy, people over profit, and environmentalism, that's going to change the way you move with different things, right? Maybe you all are like, it's not all the way sustainable to like, I don't know, be like, I don't want to speak out of hand. Uh, I don't know what I don't know what the example would be. Maybe you're at a marketplace, at like the Berkeley flea market, and there's someone who like your intuition is telling you they need a piece, right? And you're like, okay, this is our chance to heal the world one piece at a time. They're young, they're Black, they're a male, so they're meeting your mission. And let's say, I don't know, a small example. Let's say they can't afford the sticker price of the piece, but you're like, falling back on your values, and you're like, man, we're prioritizing people over profit. So look, bruh, like, I can give it to you at cost. I just really want you to take this and heal. Like, that's a way that your values will help you, like, determine the ways you operate. Because if your value was the opposite, profit over people, kind of like general stock corporations, you'd like, man, you need to go get that money. You got a credit card? Like, what you need to do to you want a payment plan with 10%, 25% interest? Like, you see the difference between how your values will help you like in that situation? Yeah. All right. Anybody else want to talk something through, or anything you want to reflect back to?
Yeah, want to make space for folks. Like we went over last week during the facilitations. People stepping up that normally step back. People, step back that normally step up. So I don't want to say too much. I want to leave space for other folks. I do want to say that just to double tap what you just said, Brother Greg, because that actually has come up in the co-op. And it's easy for the collective to revert back to our foundation and where we stand, our principles, when we already have our vision clearly stated and our values. So when somebody does come up and it's like, they don't have enough money, we already know what to do. And it's not about the money. It's about making sure you get the education and the knowledge. So if you want it here, we already have that factored into the business. That's why our prices are set at how they are, and it just alleviates any stress. It's not really too many disgruntled customers when you have that type of value and that focus to serve the customer. So yeah, it helps sitting down and figuring this out. It will help you, navigating your business to financial freedom. It makes me think about the Underground Railroad, and just having those values is what gets you through the dark and helps keep us all together to make it to our destination, which is hopefully financial freedom. So that's it, y'all. Have fun. This is beautiful.
I saw an unmute. Did you want to say something? All right. Well, we appreciate y'all. Know it's early. We'll continue checking in and talking. Yeah, yeah. Thanks. Just thanks, y'all. And yeah, feel free to text if anything isn't going right. I hope you all like submitted your time cards. If you haven't, give me a text and maybe we can get things resolved. But other than that, we'll see you on Monday, and I'll be sending out an email soon. Thanks, y'all.